You deserve a current account that isn't all take, take, take. That's why at OnPost, we're doing 30 for 30. Just open an easy-to-use current account with us, launch €30, and we'll give you another €30 for free. To open a current account that gives, pop into your local post office today or search OnPost Current Account. Terms and conditions apply. Offer ends March 31st, 2019. See smartaccount.ie for details. OnPost is authorised by the Minister for Finance to provide payment services and is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland in the provision of such services.
Welcome into Sportsmemo's betting podcast for Tuesday, March 12th, alongside our new handicapper, Caleb Hartley. $2 Tuesday is today. Check out sportsmemo.com for the top play for today from Caleb for just $2. Caleb, welcome to the podcast. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing great. Finally, I'm just glad to be on here. Finally.
Yeah, no, good to have you on. Want the listeners to meet you, know a little bit about you, and hopefully can give them a couple winners here. The main topic today is the ACC tournament overall. So we're going to get Caleb's top plays, team he thinks to win it, maybe bet on team, maybe a fade team as well, as the games just started off today. The first round, we'll have the second round, and then, of course, it's a tournament with double byes. So Virginia, Florida State, North Carolina, and Dukes won't have their first game until the quarterfinals on Thursday, March 14th. But, Caleb, why don't we start off with a little bit about yourself, how you got into the business, maybe about what age you are, where you're living in the country, and maybe your favorite sports to bet.
Well, where I live is pretty easy. I guess you can see the background. We're the South's oldest rivalry since you went to Auburn. But I'm Southern, as you can tell. I got in the industry. Actually, I've been doing it for 20 years. I'm just 34 years old, so I've been doing it since I got my first debit card. But I didn't get into this part of the industry till about 5 years ago when I started Sharpest Edge Sports.
Okay.
Then I was introduced to the Sportsmemo team, and it's been great since. And I mean, besides a few setbacks with my health, everything's been great.
Well, good. Good to hear you're healthy enough to be on the podcast. And you're there in Georgia, referencing the Georgia-Auburn rivalry, the oldest rivalry in the South. Always a fun time, whether it be in Auburn or in Athens. So would you say college football and college basketball are your two best sports?
Well, they're my favorite. They have now I'm going to throw on a Braves cap just because it's that time of year. I guess you like the Braves too because y'all don't have one, right? Or wait, you live in Florida, so is it Marlins or is it?
Yeah, no, I'm a Marlins fan and a Braves fan. You know, pretty much wherever I live. I think baseball is just fun to go to. But yeah, and just so you know, we're just on a podcast. Nobody can see you video wise, but it is cool that you have a Braves hat on.
Mine. Okay, yeah, I just picked this one up the other day. I had to. It's that time of year.
Oh yeah, it's Braves time, fun time in Atlanta. But Caleb, why don't we start off with who you think's going to win the ACC tournament? You think it'll be Virginia, or is it somebody from?
I think it's gonna be Virginia, but I think the value play is North Carolina. First off, because it's hosted there, and they're at plus 350. That's the value. But Virginia is just, they haven't lost anybody come close except Duke. And that was pre-Zion. Or pre-Zion injury, sorry. Not pre-Zion, but and one of them, they shot, about 75% from three-point range. So they're just a tough team to beat this year, especially with their offense, because that's something they've lacked in the past years.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And what about in some of the earlier games? Did you like anything as far as maybe the second round NC State Clemson or the Syracuse versus Boston College Pitt winner?
Well, I got to play on that tonight. That's my $2 play. So that we'll see. But no, I don't see anybody. Syracuse may be the best value pick at 85-1 if you want to just sprinkle some money on that. But I mean, it's tough for anybody at 6 seed or lower to ever win the ACC, especially with the double buys now. The earlier games, I didn't even get to see. I was in such a hurry, I didn't even get to see the final of the Wake Forest score.
Okay. Miami ended up winning and covering. So, the Wake side is Wake's season is over, and Miami will face Virginia Tech tomorrow at 2:00 Eastern time. But what else did you want to throw out as far as the ACC tournament goes that you think
well, that's basically it. My most likely champion is Virginia. They got the best half-court defense probably in the country, and now they can put points on the board. Shooting over close to 42% from three. It's just tough. That's tough. But for a better, besides taking them, because I believe they're plus 180, North Carolina would be the obvious. I know they're the 2 seed, but they're all the way back at plus 350. And, I mean, they can't play like they did against Duke in that last game. Even though they won and covered, they should have pretty much blown the doors off Duke without Bolden and Zion.
Yeah, for sure. And what is Duke going off at? And what is Florida State going off at?
Actually, Duke is the second favorite, so they're plus 185. They're not as good a deal as the number 2 seed, North Carolina. Florida State's at plus 1,700.
Wow, that is. I guess they'd have to win 3 games, but still.
Well, they all do. Those are the top 4 seeds: Virginia, North Carolina, Florida State, and Duke. So they'd all have to win the same amount of games, but I just don't see Florida State hanging around for 40 minutes with any of them. I mean, they're athletic, they're talented enough, but I just don't. Not Virginia. They could beat Duke and North Carolina easily, but Virginia's just a whole different beast for 40 minutes. You might get them for 20. For 40, it's just tough.
Right. Okay. Well, is there anything else you want the listeners to know before we shut this down, Caleb?
I love Sportsmemo.
That's a good thing.
I've got a ton here, but nothing that really that I hadn't already said, except for the sleeper is Syracuse, in my opinion. The value pick is North Carolina, but still Virginia's my team to beat.
Okay, well that sounds good. And Caleb, you can check out his $2 package on sportsmemo.com today for just $2. He mentioned it's part of the ACC tournament tonight, so
that's all it is.
Before 7 o'clock, check out sportsmemo.com. Just $2 today, $2 Tuesday every Tuesday at sportsmemo.com. Also got Eddie Bourne in with a 5% play. Check that out. Teddy and Rob Vino off of 8-0 streak here. So Rob Vino in with a couple plays as well. Check all sportsmemo.com out. Remember, it's $2 Tuesday. Caleb Hartley's top college basketball play for tonight, discounted to just $2. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow talking soccer MLS with Nick Borman.
Looking for the latest in entertainment stories? Well, you'll have to wait, as cream egg hunting season is back! Hunt down the rare white cream egg and be in with a chance to win a sweet prize of up to €10,000. Join us, fellow cream egg hunters, and find out more by visiting Cadbury Ireland on Facebook and Twitter. Looking for the latest in entertainment stories? Well, you'll have to wait, as cream egg hunting season is back! Hunt down the rare white cream egg and be in with a chance to win a sweet prize of up to €10,000. Join us, fellow cream egg hunters, and find out more by visiting Cadbury Ireland on Facebook and Twitter.